I really didn't wake up wanting to work today. I spent most of my morning lying on the floor staring at a pot plant and basically just basking in the residual laziness of Sunday. And it's the best kind of laziness, that stillness that you can really crave sometimes when you've been in productive mode a little too much. And the issue with me is that lately I've had this association between productivity and work, and being kind of stressed, being tight in my chest, being tense in my brow, clenching my jaw while I'm working. And it's subtle, but it starts to happen when I'm in front of a screen for 5 or 10 minutes. And then before I know it, my organs are kind of yelling at me saying, hey, what are you doing to yourself? But at the same time, I can't just sit drinking tea, reading books and doodling, all day. I kind of need to get things done. And I don't believe the answer is ever purely one way or the other. It's not that we get lost in the yin or that we get lost in the yang. So I kind of had to get creative today. And what I did was I made my cup of tea, I sat down, I got out a notepad from uni, and I started to just write down why I didn't feel like working. And what I realized was that it wasn't the work. It's not the material in my work or why I'm doing my job that is the problem. That the issue is just that I've married this slightly frantic, future-focused state with the process to the point where the process no longer feels enjoyable. But writing down on paper what I was thinking, sharing my ideas just in a material, felt sense in my body, moving the pen, feeling the texture, and not being anywhere near a screen helped me to get out of this kind of consumeristic, slave mind, which is a slave to my future ideas and which is a slave to the content that is out there being fed to me by the algorithm. And it helped me get into this felt sense of what mattered. And so I wrote about this on my blog. I wrote an article which is based on what I'm talking to you about right now. I thought I didn't want to work today. If you'd like to read it, if you'd like to dive into my mind and maybe see yourself there, and maybe with me through this expressive process, figure out how to work in more creative and expansive ways, then give it a read. It's in my stories. I'll put a link up in my story, but also you can just find the blog at attuned.space/blog.